somebody got to do it. I win. Hey, somebody got to do it. I take a G. Hey, watch him do it. He's a vibe outside, dog, from the music. They like, what he on? Get the outfit on, make him. Welcome home. This is not a zone. This is a revolution, not a get zone.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go from Nashville. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. At their own 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's JCM, Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. That's to Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
You feel alive like you can have a feel paralyzed.
19 Lions.
Here's Daniels. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Commanders 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Washington.
To throw is Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 by Dragon 60. Ready?
Ward. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Cougar 19.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. 20, 10, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Krosky-Merritt will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go. Go.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
That's good for a Titans first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
37-yard line.
Manning hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. The Titans at 14-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18, pioneer.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Bronco 80.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing is Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Got it.
2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18, 19 Lion. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Ward. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Okay, 19, cut 19, cut 19. Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
In motion, the tight end. To the air goes Daniels. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
Ready up.
Throwing now is Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Go.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. The pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jeffrey Simmons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. DK to return. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Cougar 19.
That's complete to DK. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Here's Ward. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 6 now. Now Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chimere Dike with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
27 yards. And the Washington first down. First and 10 of the 47.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Daniels going to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from his defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get the field goal range. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Daniels. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Past the 60, past the 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cap 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Cougar 19. 18, high there. Stop low, 18.
To throw, here's Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
6-2.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Titans. Isaiah Pacheco, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Commander.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 19 light.
To throw is Daniels. That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
18-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Third down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings
Trap
up
50,
third
trap
and
50.
6.
Throwing is Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 8.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
That's into the hands of Ironman. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Ready.
To throw is Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. This one caught by Ridley. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Cougar Knight. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run forward with Pollard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of of scrimmage. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Going for it, here's Ward.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Titans' 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now to try the field goal, and here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have us all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Got it.
Not
Ready?
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Ward. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboys, Panther 11, Panther 18, 5 in.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. He's got McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
finding Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
70 Rangers.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Come on. Pass to 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Another try from the 19. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal, and the entire